creatives, welcome to the daily pick a card and birthday reading for August 20th. If you were born today after sunrise, you are a 6 of clubs. If you were born before sunrise, you are yesterday's card, which was a 7 of clubs. All right, so the way this works, I'm going to read each card individually and then all together for the collective. We'll talk about the energy today, the high vibe, the low vibe of a 6 of clubs day, and then we will get to the birthday message for you, 6 of clubs. This is your solar year cards. They are here to help you help yourself with your manifesting abilities. All right, let's turn over card number 1. We got the 9 of spades. This is in the upright position, and it is about letting stuff go. It's about K2 energy. So this stuff is about you and your family DNA. It is what you were born into this lifetime with, and with the ability to change this karma if you should see fit to, as little or as much as you possibly can. Just hearing this message shifts it for you because it brings attention to it. So bringing attention to something can either heighten it or it can bring it into the realm of being able to change it up and create something different. So the buck can stop here with you if you so choose. It's beautiful that it's in the upright position. This is really an opportunity to find exactly what you need to use about yourself to release that family karma and change your way of thinking about it. That's what 9s do. They learn, they share, they transform. And in this case, we are looking at, in the spade suit, they call this card the yogi card because it's yogi action oriented. It's you changing your behavior. It's one of the most beautiful cards in the deck as far as I can see, because you have the opportunity today, this moment, to take something and start thinking differently about it, moving it into enfolding that into who you are, realizing that it doesn't need to be that way and that all you need to do is start doing something differently, basically. It's so beautiful. It's healing at the most best way possible. And it's doing it with clear sight. It's like you totally see your strengths, your weaknesses, and it's that clarity of knowing how to use it and make something beautiful out of it, a more accomplished, a more together, a more spiritual you. Okay, wow, this is interesting. You got a beautiful day to do it. 6 of clubs, great energy. All right, let's look and see what we have here. We've got the 2 of spades, so it's in reverse. So somehow we are going to be a little stymied about how to find that remedy and that cure. So we've got a lot of questions. We're having trouble getting the answers to it. Part of the answer is to stay curious, to not get mad, don't get defensive, don't get upset, discouraged, any of that. You got to stay curious through this card. This is you really stepping up and into that grounded, stubborn, stability, because you are going to stick with it until the answer comes. It's all about knowing that there's hope, that you're getting trickles of what will work for you. It's not a downpour yet. It's not a flood of information, which would probably be what you'd want. However, it's not. It's trickling through. So this is here to give you some insight into how you react and what you do around this. So we could also take into consideration the Emperor and having that major arcana card in reverse. We've got that lack of self-control, being too inflexible. It's about using your authority in the wrong way. That's all those shadow attributes. So whatever gets triggered is for you to look at, because this is directly related to what we need to tweak and to take into consideration and start behaving as if, because now that we know it, you can't unknow it. What that thing is going to be different for all of us. Whatever is your family baggage, what was it? What do you know about your family that you know is not true for you? How can you take a look at that and bring that into a more of a reality in a daily setting? Let's look at card number 3. We've got the 8 of Diamonds, Rahu energy, the Hanged Man energy. Getting the picture? Yep. So we got to hang things upside down and take a look around. What are we hanging upside down? I know you know. Us. That's right. Oh, I do love the cards. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So, what about us? How do we self-validate? Are we looking for it from an outside source, or are we finding it within? Okay, so we need to make a balance between the two. We can't go chasing rainbows and expect that to feel grounding, right? It's not going to. So rainbows are beautiful, and we get to look at them and we get to love them and feel good about them. However, you never get to the end of the rainbow. It is a mirage, so very much like our own selves. So it is the great chase of who we are at our core and what we settle into knowing for ourselves to be our deeper truth, or it is us trying to seek it and fulfill it and convince ourselves of it from an outside source. Okay, so it's going to be different for each one of us. And I see this as thinking about our values around ourself, and how we stay in our value. That's our cue. So there's some baggage around that. There's something that takes us out of that stability, that self-knowledge, that self-understanding, and being okay with it. There's so much that can be said for being able to be diplomatic around your thinking, especially about yourself, And even with someone pointing out all your faults, all your differences, all the things that you wish were different about yourself. It doesn't need to be someone saying it, it's just media these days. Pointing a finger at everything that's different or wrong or could be better. We live in such a society of being unhappy and dissatisfied. Well, what if we weren't? Right? What if we weren't? Maybe that's the family karma that we are changing. Did you have someone that did that to you? Or does still? Yep. I know that one. Yep. And how do you hang on to you through it? So there is your catch 22. The two of spades. How do you get there? Well, you take some time. You take some time to look at yourself and your behavior from a different point of view, from a loving point of view, from a grounded point of view, from a point of view that your daimon knows you are ready to take a look at, to recognize it, to recognize the desires, the impulses, how you block it, because it's a married part of you that's ready to be healed. That's why it's here. In part or in whole, that's up to you. Just if you need help, if you want help, you can ask your daimons, your spirit guides, with the best of intentions and the most gratitude that you can muster to help you clarify, find balance, to help you, co-create with you to do exactly this. Let it go. Understand you've got the tool. You always had the tool, and that's why it's so elusive. This is moon energy. This is you really finding the intuitive part in your chart and taking that into consideration and going from there. Because once you start, you'll know exactly where to look. All right, beautiful. I think we've got this. It's really kind of nice to know that we are getting this opportunity to work on some old family baggage that we are here to sort through. Love it. All right, let's move on to the birthday. Happy birthday, Six of Clubs. This is your solar year cards from the Creativity Oracle. And this is how they are suggesting that you heighten your manifesting abilities by raising your vibration to the fullest that it can possibly be. And that is what you tap into to draw upon that, to channel it into what it is you're asking for. All right, let's take a look. Dream. Connect to your intuitive dream world or metaphors and symbols. You can connect to your intuitive dream world of metaphors and symbols. So get your journal, write things down, your dreams. And if you don't remember your dreams, if that's someone that you are, you can daydream. And you can see what comes through for you in that. And just looking at your chart, I would suggest taking that Six of Spades that you have in the Sun position, really taking that into heart, because that is you finding success after hard work. Now, this is hard work in you becoming healthy, and you can do that through exercise, through meditation, but it really is a card about taking care of yourself. You know this as a Six of Clubs, as a card, that is how life works for you. Now, your ecliptic is that Five of Clubs. So that is all about seeing the value in exactly that. I'm going to stop right there while we turn this card over and see what you get for your Spirit and Nature card to help you through this. The 10 of Clubs. All right. So the 10 of Clubs is a fabulous card because it is about putting in the effort and reaping the rewards, and it is an ecliptic card. So for you, in that same club suit, it is doing exactly that, putting in the hard work around something that you see potential in. It's really kind of sorting it through. You got to do that in order to glean the nuggets and to, in some way, understand how to move forward and on what footing. So your Rahu is another great indicator as to how to pursue. That again is a club. It's a Queen of Clubs. And you could even seek counsel as part of your investigation into how to make this improvement of yourself, how to grow within. Therapy's wonderful. If you can find the right therapist for you, maybe you could find someone that does dream work, right? And maybe you could take some of those tests with seeing symbols. I know one artistic teacher who has the scribbling, and then you start to fill in the scribble with color and things just emerge, and it all comes from the subconscious. Gives you such beautiful direction to explore. It's absolutely brilliant. And yeah, it is all about putting in that hard work, but the joy is in the work. The 10s have all of the attributes of the pip cards in their suit. So you've got it all going on here. Lots of information to be had. The thing to look out for you, that Pluto card, that 7 of Hearts, is really being willing to begin a lot. You got a lot of sorting through to do, emotionally connecting with something for that. And you're no slouch around that. You've got the 3 of Hearts on your Venus. You understand it. You know, it's just knowing on a even bigger level. But it really is about finding those really loving, brilliant parts of you that you can bring into the fold of the family, that inner family system, and truly embody the teachings of that, knowing that whatever you keep emotionally fulfilling is going to just grow and become more beautiful you. And as a 6 of Clubs, that is exactly what you are here to do. Yeah. All right. Let's see what you get for the Wishcraft card. Let the leaves go. I can let go of what I no longer need. Well, that's it, isn't it? You coming to terms intuitively through your dreams, through your work, possibly with a therapist or just on your own with the scribbles, and see what comes up for you. Doing those sigils and finding the metaphors that reflect who you are and your life and pursuing that information, all of that is going to lead you to the kind of knowledge that you need to improve upon you. And that's really where you're going to find your most satisfaction. And in the letting go, You're quick to do that. There's no issues for you there. You know it when you see it. You call them pretty good. And being this Leo fixed sign in this third deacon, you are also about the truth and will move into that pretty quickly. And I can see you really doing the work within and knowing it and wanting to go there. So I can see you being open to that. All right, there you have it. Happy birthday. I hope your year goes beautifully. Carpe diem, everyone. It's going to be an interesting figuring it out for all of us. Good luck with it. And yeah, as my new logo says, let's journey creatively. That's what it's going to take for this one, I think. Always. All right. Happy creating.